going up against the Black Knights.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the London Black Knights. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And the slot man goes in motion left. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Gets it to Strong. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
To throw is Peterman. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun, it's Peterman. And the Raiders have got him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr, and he finds Jason Morrow, and he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll bootleg it with Peterman. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Peterman. And this one's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Peterman. And this one is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the back goes into motion. Carr now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Carr to throw on second down. Going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. To throw on third down. Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Peterman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Second down, Peterman. Now he's flushed out right. Now he's going to... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by David Anderson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They run the counter now on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And the wideout in motion. Third and long. It's Peterman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. To throw on second down, Carr. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's the Raiders punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Peterman. It's caught. Jones. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Peterman. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. First run for the backup, Abdullah. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. He's got the completion to Strong. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy, turned to a little more power, they score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go play action with Peterman. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And this offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Peterman to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aldon Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Corey Brown, 76 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So they boost their advantage here in the fourth quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the fourth quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
And here now the offense heading back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Peterman on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Peterman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Here we go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
All right, here we go.
Now Peterman on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's Peterman under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now.
Here we go. Peterman on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. Space to run past the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
694.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean him. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Peterman to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On third down, Abdullah. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And to give this time to the tailback. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 10, Peterman again. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Oakland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say cheerio from London.